Hi there. I've just spent about 30 minutes doing this, jibber-jabbering away at you, even though you're not there. You know why? Because I had this thing in preview, rather than record. But I'm not going to erase all of this, and I'm not going to redo all of it, because it's all very basic. So, let's recap. First, we have primer. Protect your face, get it prepped and ready for your foundation. Secondly, color corrector. You got weird shit on your face? Fix it with different colors, such as green, lavender, red, or whatever else works for you. Thirdly, actual foundation. Fix the colors on your face. Focus! With whatever color it is that works for you best. And if it doesn't work, pick a different one. Nextly, setting powder. Get all them fine lines taken care of. And just use a floofy brush. Floof it. For your foundation, use a sponge. Or your hands. Pick something. Oh god, my sponge, no! Then, get your other primer for your eyes, specifically your eyes. And in any case, doesn't matter what you use, just use one, because it works better. Makes our eyeshadow last longer. Put that all over. It'll last forever. One little tube. And then, the part I'm sure you most want to see, but I'm sorry, but it's basically, go watch my other video if you want to see that part. Get your felt tip for easy access, stampage, boop, and then run it all over. Now then, another trip to speed. Because I'm not doing it again. Don't have that kind of patience. I'm sorry. Defeats the purpose, I realize, but whatever. Now that you're up to speed, let's get into the actual color. Because that's the most interesting part anyway. Putting on the foundation and all that jazz. It's just a lot of sponging and fluffing with brushes and poking with hands and things like that. But we're done with that part. So we're gonna move on to the actual color part. Today, we're doing blue. Blue and purple. And as I was explaining, before the dog had to go out, and I realized, oh no, none of this has been recorded, skin tone can affect the color you want to use. So for example, today we're using this bright blue called Blindsided, and because, even though I am the whitest girl you've ever seen, because I'm still sort of a bit of a peachy, this may not pop as much as I want it to pop, so instead I'm going to use bump and bump it up a little bit. Because I'm going to do blue in the corners and then work my way out. It's going to be kind of an electric blue and then work my way out to purple. So we're going to start with this bump here. Put it on our, not really any particular brush really. I use this one because it floofs nicely, but it's not too big, so it's kind of the right size for everything. And I'm just going to kind of put that in the corner and sort of work my way out to the middle. I'm not going to cover my entire eye in this white because I just want it to make the blue pop. The purples are pretty much good to go as they are. Also, I apologize, I have like the worst lighting ever today because, as per usual, we are in November and it's not sunny. It's just been a cloudy, slow, crappy day. So, you know, just kind of dealing with what I got. Because in case you haven't seen the other video of me doing makeup, I'm not professional by any means. Look, I'm using a shitty hand mirror, and my desk is covered in all my crap. Rather than having any kind of dedicated space to my makeup, or having a makeup mirror with like a zoom function. Not really a zoom function, but you know what I mean. You flip it over and you can see all your pores and everything right there, ready to go. I don't have that. I have a hand mirror that I keep in my purse. It's not special in any way. And I just use it to do all my makeups. Because that's what us average girls have to do. Also, in case you haven't seen the other video, this is what I use to clean off my brushes. Easier than having to buy a bunch of liquid stuff. I can wash this off when I'm done, and it gets all my brushes nice and clean. Alright, now that we've got our white, let's move on to our super electric blue. Oh, look at that. Going back to that inside corner. Popping on all the blue in the world. Oh, look at that. I know you can see it. I know you can see it. Even though I have kind of this yellowy light thing going on. I'm just gonna stop it about there, I guess. About halfway. Can you see it? How beautiful it is? We're gonna do the other side. Other side. Kind of just, I'm starting with sort of a tippity tap to get the stuff off of the brush and onto my eyelid. And then I'm kind of going in for the sweep to finish it off. The brushes I own, they all come from different palettes and things. I think I've only bought one particular set of brushes, mostly because I was like, I need some brushes. And then one other one because I was like, I actually need a brush for a specific function. Everything else I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Sounds good. This works. Sounds great. Sign me up. Alright. Blue in the middle. There we go. I might overlay that with a little bit of something else, but for now we're going to keep it blue. Now we're going to go into that purple. And I could use a purple from here, but I think I'm just going to go straight into a different palette I have. This is my also super shiny. Look, you can even see it. Look, you can see. Oh. We're in the Matrix now! It's my Urban Decay Afterdark palette. This is, it's called Druggie. Because it wouldn't be an Urban Decay palette if stuff wasn't named after weed and drugs and whatnot. Not always. Not always. Let's not exaggerate. It's not always a thing. It's just a thing most of the time. So, yeah. I'm gonna kind of go here and there. I guess I could have used a darker purple to make this bip bap pop a little bit more. That's its technical term, bip bap pop. And kind of like with the blue, I'm just gonna sort of dab it on a little bit before I blend. I think I want that a little bit more, a little heavier. This light, I'll tell you, this light is downright awful. This is terrible. I like it way better when I have sunlight or natural light, because this makes it hard to tell just how well I'm doing and how much garbage is happening on my face, as opposed to natural light where it's like, oh, that looks okay. Here everything has a yellowish tinge, but you know what? Sometimes when you're an average girl and you don't have all the fancy lights and stuff, you just gotta do what you gotta do with what you got. Which, again, means making this up most of the time. Alright, so now we're very clearly half and half. Now I want to be half and half. I want to be a nice, happy, blended bit. So I think I'm going to go with the purple again and just kind of... See, now I got this other floofy end. This is the side I use for blending stuff into one another. Now, nothing says you can't have a hard line. I did see one YouTuber gal with this particular full spectrum palette do a whole rainbow thing. It's pretty awesome looking. And I think at some point I would like to do that. But until then, we're just gonna go, we're just gonna do this blue and this purple thing. Go back in a little bit more of the blue here. Blue, you'd have a little bit more. Now, I've not done this before. This particular combination of stuff, I've not done this. So if you're going to experiment, do it on a day when you have a day off. Don't do it on a day when you're going to go to work and you want to wear makeup. Because otherwise, in case something doesn't work out for you, you're going to have problems. You're going to have to erase all your hard work, wash it all off. And then you can be stuck with a blank face on the day you wanted to wear some cool stuff. Now you can't, and you're sad about it. It's all one big disappointment. So remember, experiment on days you can afford to experiment. A brush looks like cotton candy. It's so tasty. Since I'm going for sort of a bit of a galaxy type theme, hence the blues and the purples and the get-up I got here, I've got this other really shiny, it's kind of stardusty kind of color. It's called Iced. And I think I might use my floofy bit, give it a good swipe. I don't know if you can see the sparkles in there. Not really. Shitty lighting. What do you expect? I'm working with very cheap things here. And I'm just going to kind of brush that just kind of all over the top. Just for a little bit of extra sparkle. Because what girl don't love some sparkle? One eye and then the other. You know what's disappointing? I had a whole Bob Ross thing going on too when I was putting on the foundation and the color corrector. Just painting happy little trees on my face. Just bit, dip, dip. Just real gentle. You gotta be gentle with your skin. I had a whole thing. And it's just gonna be lost in time. Because my recording was not. No! But you know what? Life's not perfect. So sometimes you just gotta suck it up, buttercup. Now then. Question is, what do we do with this under eye? We've already got our eyeliner on here, which you can always adjust later if you need to. And this is actually the brush I bought specifically for under eye smudgy usage. It's kind of this sort of slender yet slightly fat bit thing going on here. Because this is experimentation day, let's forego the colors under the eye. And because the iced foundation, or because the iced eyeshadow isn't quite powerful enough, I've got this bad boy here called Shell Shock. And it is, we have more of a hardcore silver, I guess you'd say. If I lay this on thick, it's got a real nice metallic sheen. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's one of my favorites for silver. And I'm just going to put silver all up under here because why not? And I'll probably do in the corner too. And just whoop, swipe it on there. And don't be afraid to smudge up some of your stuff a little bit. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Like I said, with the eyeliner, you can always go back in and fix it later. Besides, this is technically a smudger brush, so smudging your eyeliner a little bit is not necessarily a bad thing. Helps take away some of them harsh lines if you don't want the harsh lines. But if you want harsh lines, hey, you know what? Go for it. You can do that too. No one says you can't do the harsh lines. Bam. Alright. Now then. Now that we've got that all dunsies, I say it's not too shabby looking. If you're wondering what I'm looking at when I look down and I don't have the mirror up, I'm looking at my computer screen because I'm looking at myself down here. It's kind of hard not to do. It's like an instant mirror type thing. Now then, for this mouth of mine, put all my brushes away. We're gonna do two things. Wait, no, we're not. Just kidding. First, we're gonna use the terrifying thing that is the eyelash curler that freaks out men across the globe, but it's not that scary once you buy one and figure out, you take this, get your curvy part, curve it up, and just kind of tuck your lashes in and squish it and give it about a count to, I don't know, 20 or so, depending upon, 15 or 20 depending upon your lashes. Or sometimes you can just kind of wing it and give them a quick stamp. Everyone's lashes are different. I am not an expert. Do not take any of my stuff, you know, just take it all with a grain of salt. So, you know, not much. And then you get whatever mascara you got. That's not mascara. No, no, no. Where is my mascara? Then you take whatever mascara you've got. In this case, I've just got a little sample of something. Honestly, I've never really found any mascara that's better than another. This one is, I've found a little bit on the chunky side, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to use it, even though it's supposed to be new. But, I mean, if you're putting on your mascara and you're finding out, like, hey, look at all the globules on my freaking eyelashes, maybe get a different one. Because it's not supposed to be chunky. At least, I've never been under the impression that your eyelashes should be chunktastic, ya know. It's supposed to help give them a definition and depth, and basically make them pop, not make you look at them and go, what the actual hell is happening? Such as right now at this very moment. I don't think I'm going to keep this mascara on after today, because this is just kind of annoying. Like, what even? I don't understand. Okay, I don't know. You can't tell from here. If I were to get close up, you would know. Depending upon if my thing, you know, focused and all. Like this. Can you see? Yeah, you kind of can actually. Oh, and then it defocused again. Anyway, enough of that. Let's do some lips. Now, I'm going to do two different things here. I can't remember everything today. My brain doesn't work anymore. Ever since failing on that 30-minute strip of craziness, everything's gone out the window. So I've got two of my lip liners. Since we're going with the electric blue, we're going to go with the electric lip-ish, for the blue part anyway. This is my Kat Von D blue, what do we call it here? It's in Satellite. And I think we're going to do, let's do lower lip blue, upper lip purple, because why not? So, lower lip blue. And then fill in. Because, now, when I put on my blue lipstick, because I have this pink lip thing going on, it's going to darken up the lipstick. Hence the need, or I guess preference really. My lips are a little on the dry side today. Alright. Probably shouldn't be going with them. I'm going to put purple on top. What? Purple time. This is Pandemonium by Urban Decay. Ooh, fun. Alright, so basically, a good use for these, as I was saying before I got all paying attention to what I was doing, is because your lips are going to be a color, this can help make whatever lip color you're going to put on top pop more of its actual color, because if I put this blue on top of my pinky-ish lips, it's going to make the blue a little darker, maybe a little bit more on the, I don't know, not really purple side, but just less fun. Same thing with other colors. If you really want them to just go bam and not blend in with whatever your lip color is, get an appropriate lip liner, fill the whole thing in, and you put all your stuff on top. So this you can't get anymore right now. This was one of the releases that Urban Decay did for their like 90s collection or whatever. This is Frostbite. I'm gonna be very sad when it is gone because it is one of my more favorite lipsticks. But it was only limited time, so meh. Alright, one down. One to go. And then this was a birthday gift from my sister This is one of Kat Von D's Everlasting Glimmer Veil liquid lipsticks, and this one is Televator. These are freaking awesome. Great. The staying power is super dope. Freaking love them. And this purple is my favorite. Now this one is, well, the one is a lipstick, this is a liquid lipstick, so it's a little on the wet side, but it eventually dries down real nice, and then you can just go mwah, and it won't come off on your hand, which is really great. Kind of along the same lines of the Urban Decay Vice Effects sparkly stuff that I also like very much. Let's finish off with a little bit of I say highlighter. I use that term loosely because I use it more like a blush. I don't actually know how it's supposed to be used. I just kind of do my own thing because whatever, and I don't ever contour because so I have this thing, which I got for free. It's just a little Ulta palette that it was like, you know, spend X amount and you'll get free stuff. Okay. So I have this little doodad, and this is supposed to be highlighter, and I think this is supposed to be the contouring stuff, which I have yet to use at all. So I'm just gonna blush brush. Now I don't know if you can really see. You can see a bit of sheen in this sad yellow lighting that I've got going on here. And you could do nose, I suppose, for a little bit of extra, whatever. I'm not going to do cupid's bow. You could do chin too, I guess, according to all them experts. I don't really know. And just like that, you have your finished galaxy look that I've just made up right now. Someone's being sassy back there. Why are you sassy, little boy? If you notice you have any extra little fun, annoying, not really fun, I use that term very, very loosely. It's like eyeshadow or mascara. Couldn't remember the word. My brain doesn't work anymore. Eyeshadow or mascara, trying to escape. Just get a floofy brush and floof it back. And then you can be done. Or if you want to give it some staying power, grab one of your setting sprays. This is the one I used. There's other ones. Just find the one that you like the best. And spritz. And just like that. You're done. And if people don't like it, too bad. Because if you like it, that's what matters. That's what makeup is about. It's about making yourself feel good. Don't make other people feel good. There's a tiny animal down here who wants to come say hi. You want to come say hi? Where? Come say hi to the people. Come here. Hello. This is the tiny animal, in case you haven't noticed. Stop. Stop. No. This is the tiny animal who is always bothering me at various times, wanting things. What do you want this time? Anyway, thank you for joining this video, despite the fact that you didn't see half of it because I screwed it up. And I hope you enjoy makeup. I hope you don't. If you don't enjoy makeup, then I don't really know why you're here. If you enjoy dogs, then here you go. Hi. Say hi. Right there. Look. I don't know. Shh. You're a sad, tiny, stupid thing. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're fine. We'll see you guys later.